Hello everyone, what's good? I hope you're doing good. I'm Hizami and I'm a singer-songwriter, and today I'm going to be showing you something that I've learned during the pandemic, which is how to create and develop your music ideas at home by using Bandlab and Discord as your tool. So, let me get you to my PC and let's get started. Hello, welcome to my workspace. So let me give you a quick rundown on Bandlab. Okay, firstly, you just gotta go to your Chrome browser and type in bandlab.com, and then for you who didn't sign up for it yet, you gotta sign up and log in, and then you'll be brought to this homepage. Then you just gotta go to the red create button and click on it, and then you're in. Okay, so you'll be given some options on starting your new track, which is instruments, drum machine, sampler, voice audio, guitar, and bass. For the instruments, you can actually use your typing keyboard or your MIDI keyboard. The same also goes for the drum machine and then sampler. And for the voice audio, you need to use some mic, or if you're on your phone, you can just use your phone's mic, maybe for drafting your ideas on the go. And then guitar and bass, you need to plug it in to your audio interface. For import audio MIDI, you can import samples from your computer into the Bandlab. There's also Bandlab Sounds, which is like the library of samples on Bandlab. Okay, let's get started with the instruments. Okay, in the instrument section, you can choose between a variety of options: 808s, drum kits, trumpets, bass, guitars, keyboards, leads, organs, and many more. So let's just get started with the grand piano. As you can see, I've connected my MIDI device, which is the SE49, my MIDI keyboard. Also, you have the option, if you don't have a MIDI keyboard, like you're just starting out, as you can see, there's some alphabets on the keys on the screen: Z, X, C, B, V. This is actually your typing keyboard, so you can actually just press your typing keyboard and it will play the chords that you want or any keys that you want. Like this, I'm just pressing Z, C, and B, and it will play C major. You can also play it using your MIDI keyboard. Something like that. Okay, after you've done like your recordings of it, you can edit your MIDIs on here. You have the option to quantize it, change the velocity, transpose it, and everything. You also have the option to use some presets that were given by Bandlab, which is like basic tremolo, dark ambience, large hall. So what this will do is that it will give you a preset like this one. It gives a space maker, some reverb, some EQ. Then you can also have the option to customize it by adding your own effect. You can get quite creative with it. You should try it. Okay, so this is for the instrument. And then moving on to the drum machine. Okay, for the drum machine, you have the option to customize the patterns, or you can actually just use the preset. It sounds something like this. And then you can change the drum sounds. So you can actually go quite creative with it and just do anything that you want on it. Then next, the voice audio, you'll be using your mic, guitar, and the bass. You need to plug it into your audio interface. And then for the three of this, it will be recorded as an audio track. Okay, next, as you can see up here, there's a metronome symbol. And if you click on it, it will enable the metronome sound. Okay, on here you can set your BPM, or if you're not sure of your BPM but you know how fast you want it to be by tapping it, you can also tap on it like 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's like 100 BPM. And then you can change your metronome sound, your metronome volume, and your count in duration. And then here you can see your BPM, and you can slide it up and down to change it. And here is the time signature. You can change it also. Here is the key if you want some keys for you to refer to. This is the play button. This is the stop button. This is the record button when you want to record something. And this is the loop function if you want to loop over some parts of it. Okay, and this is the minutes and seconds of your songs. And here is the master volume, which is the volume of all your tracks. Because if you want to change the volume of your single track, it will be on here. And here is the pan, and here is the automation. If you want to automate some volume, or maybe your pan, your effects. Okay, one more thing that I found interesting on Bandlab is the collaboration mode, which you can invite your collaborators to work in the same Bandlab file. Okay, the button is under the publish button, which is the blue invite button. So if you press the blue invite button, it will show up something like this, and you can just type in your collaborator's username or email if they are on Bandlab, and you just send it to them, and then they will get a notification for the collaboration. And after they press on it, they will be in the same workstation with you in the same Bandlab file, and you can work on it together in real time. So I think that's pretty neat. Okay, to summarize things up for Bandlab as a tool for you to develop your music idea is that, firstly, I think that Bandlab is a very good tool because it is free, so it's accessible to all. It also doesn't need any installation, so you can just go on your browser and just work on it. And then it also have a secure storage which is cloud-based, so everything will be on your browser on the internet, so it's really easy for you to navigate through. And then the mobility side of it, which is because it does come in app form, so you can have it on your phone and you can develop your music ideas anywhere, outside, on the train, on the bus, in the mall, or anywhere. So that is one of the traits that I really appreciate on Bandlab as a singer-songwriter. For me, it have a beginner-friendly user interface, and also the collab mode is also very nice to have when you are working with other collaborators. Okay, to the cons, I think one of the cons is that it does have a limitation on the tracks, which is 16 tracks and 15 minutes of length, but I think it's quite enough for you to develop your music ideas, to draft your songs. You also don't have a wide range of plugins compared to like Ableton or FL Studio or anything, but I think it's enough. It also does need an active internet connection, but I think everyone does have active internet connection, so I think that's not really a problem. So that's what I think about Bandlab as a tool to develop your music ideas. So let's get on to the example of a project that I've worked on Bandlab. So let's go. So let me show you guys something. This is a song that I made on Bandlab, which is called BS, which stands for Beach and Space. Okay, so as you can see, I've used the loop function on this because I want to loop over the parts that I want to preview. So firstly, what I did was I imported by using the import audio media function. So I imported in the drum loop sample on it and changed the BPM to 120 BPM because that's the BPM that I want, the tempo. And then it sounds something like this. And then I felt like it needed some keys on it. So I imported by using the import audio media function again. Imported another lo-fi key sample, and it sounds like this. Also as you can see, I've used the effects preset on it, which is the pristine plate, which is the effect by Bandlab. And then I used the instrument function and I plug in my MIDI keyboard and played some notes on it, which sounds something like this. And then I use the guitar function and I plug in my guitar to my audio interface and played. And then I felt like I needed a little bit more, so I added another guitar on it. Okay, and then I think that I think this song needs some lyrics on it. So I wrote the lyrics on the lyrics section, which is just a four bars lyrics. And then I used the voice audio function and recorded on Bandlab. It sounds something like this. And then I felt like this song needed more of an oomph. So I went back to the instrument section and I picked some strings and played it by using my MIDI keyboard, and it sounds something like this. just to give it a texture. And then I felt like it would be nice if there's like a surrounding sound, like a calm seashore sound, and then I added a calm seashore sound. Okay, so that is how I developed my music ideas in Bandlab by using all the tools that was given, which was the instrument, the guitar, the import audio MIDI function, the effects, the preset, and everything. I think it's enough for me, but yeah, that's the 16 track limitation, and this song is just 16 tracks, so it is at its maximum capacity, but I think it's enough for me to develop my music ideas. Okay, so now we're going to talk about using Discord as your tool to develop your music ideas with your collaborators. Okay, so firstly, you gotta have a Discord account and download the app yourself. And then next, when you're in here, you gotta go to the plus sign, which is the add a server. And then you'll be given with a choice of templates. You can create your own gaming, school, club, study group, friends, artists, and creators. So now we're gonna go with artists and creators. And then you have an option of for a club, community, or for me and my friends. For now, I'll be using for me and my friends. And I'll be changing the name to music. And then you're in. So there's like text channels and voice channels that you can utilize. So if you're having a meeting or something, you can just go in the voice channel, which you can also change the name by editing it. Something like this. Like for an example, if you have inquiries, you can chat on the general, and then for file sharing, you can upload the files there, and so it won't clash with each other. So how to upload a file on Discord? So you just gotta click on the plus button, then you click upload a file. In this case, I'll be uploading BS, and then I'm gonna press enter. And now it's available for everyone on your Discord server to download. So you can upload your wave samples and everything for everyone to download. It's that easy. Okay, so now moving on to utilizing your voice channel. So what you gotta do is that you just need to click on one of the channel, and then you're in. Then you have the option to turn on your camera, maybe for meetings, to share your screen, to stream the works that you've done. So as an example, I'll be streaming my Bandlab, go live, and then that's it. Everyone in the voice channel can now tune in and watch your stream. So it will be easier for you to share your progress, to brainstorm and things like that with your collaborators or your friends who you're working with in developing your music ideas. And it's a really useful tool if you're working remotely, or maybe if your collaborators or your friends are really far away. So you can just work from here by using Bandlab and Discord. And also, since Bandlab and Discord also have their app on the phone, on iOS or Android, you can actually work from anywhere. Also, if you want to have like a private meeting with maybe like 4 or 5 people, if you have like a big server, you can actually set how many people can be in the voice channel, so you can have more privacy. So just press the edit channel and then change the user limit to maybe 4 or 5. For now, we'll be using 4. Save changes. Okay, and then now it will limit the voice channel to only hold like 4 people to be active in it. So it's a very nice tool if you want to have a private meeting or something when you're discussing your ideas or maybe your releases or something. So I think that was a nice and short, brief introduction to Discord as your communication tool when you are communicating with your collaborators or your friends who you're working with on developing your music ideas. So all in all, I think in these times and days, developing your music ideas could be done a lot more easier if you could utilize the tools that was given, which is by combining Bandlab as your online DAW, which is free and available on your phone in app form, and Discord as your communication tool, which is also free and available in app form, since it does have a lot more pros than cons, which could provide for all your basic needs in developing your ideas at home, remotely, or anywhere with ease. Peace, y'all.